Turn that camcorder off. Turn the camcorder off.
No problem.
Turn.
Did you film the detective at all?
No, we're actually not telling people to do anything. We believe our statement is going beyond voting. Voting is not the issue. Voting is one thing you do one day every 4 years or maybe every 2 years if you're a small percentage of the population. We believe that real political engagement is going beyond that. It's the things that people are doing, the ways that they're organizing every day in their communities, and that's the goal of this march, to highlight those things that people are doing every day to make real social change.
On July 30th, 2004, the DNC2RNC Democracy Uprising March left the Democratic National Convention in Boston, Massachusetts, and headed for the Republican National Convention in New York City. The 28-day march covered over 250 miles through 4 states. The march highlighted grassroots community organizing while opposing the two-party system. The marchers received unprecedented amounts of community support and interaction.
Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Oh, this country is going to be what it was supposed to be. You know what it is?
They don't like us to know it, but we have the power. All we got to do is
we just
get
aren't
together.
using it. There's so many people hiding in their little homes thinking, oh, as long as I'm safe and I have my 2 cars and my air-conditioned home, I'm not going to ruffle anything. I'm not going to make any waves. Well, we got to ruffle something. We got to make some waves.
We have all this money for war and no money for the poor kind of thing. I've never voted, and I will make sure I register to be a voter. I'm 29 now. This is my first time voting.
All cities, states, because everybody's going through the same thing. All the cities and all the states are going through the same thing with the money, budgets, and all that. Kids, education. We want change. Invest your money here, on your people here.
More programs that are going to help the people that are like low income or need the help to become self-sufficient.
They want to get rid of low-income people here as it is in Meriden. I don't think that's right.
Yeah,
they want to get rid of
but help them become
projects
self-sufficient.
and everything. I mean, where are they going to live?
Well, it gets me upset because here they are at war, and everybody from the United States is going out there working as contractors, making $100,000 a year. It's like
Gary is worth $500 million. He went into the deal. Now we're gonna vote somebody in also that's multi-millionaire. He's never gonna suffer like we are.
Oh, bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao.
I'm not worried about 18 miles or hurricanes or rain or anything.
18 miles.
Toda la vida. Oh, bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Soy anarquista. Toda la vida. Y anarquista de morir. En el combate.
Call again.
Okay.
I know that.
Okay, so we aren't just trying to go to Route 5. How do people feel about going that way and doing the Route 5?
What I understand, it's much busier.
Route 5 is over here, and we're right here going parallel. They meet, and right beyond where they meet, we're having lunch. So to some extent, it's irrelevant which way we walk.
Should we have a proposal? I propose we take the original route.
Oh, bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Soy anarquista toda la vida y anarquista de morir en el combate. Oh, bella ciao, bella ciao. Wallingford has a reputation of being a town full of white supremacists, which is, I think, a lot of rumors. But basically, we've been told by everyone that the cops and the people in the town will not be supportive.
What's that? We're trying to give voice to people who, along the way, like, what was it that you had to say?
I says, being of the Jewish faith, like, all your Arabs stick together. Don't tell me Saddam Hussein is not involved in it, because he is. So.
Can I get a video camera?
Video camera, Mary?
It's cool.
Just wanted to tell you that we got complaints that you've been blocking traffic, creating a traffic hazard here.
Yeah, that's a problem.
I'm just here to advise you that if you don't continue, enforcement action is going to be taken.
Sure, okay, I understand. So what's going on is that we have our own safety things and we have the legal right to have 8 to 10 feet from the sidewalk. We have a permit from the Connecticut Department of Transportation. And so everything we're doing is entirely legal. And we have our own safety people with bikes in the front and in the back.
Once again, I'm telling you that you're creating a problem. And if you continue to do this, enforcement action is going to be taken.
So what does that mean?
If you're breaking the law.
Right, but we're not. We just established that 8 to 10 feet from the sidewalk, we have a legal right to be there.
I know what you're saying, but you're violating the law.
But we just 8 to 10 feet.
You guys trying to hand out flyers too? Don't be trying to stop traffic to hand out flyers.
No, we're not doing that. 8 to 10 feet from the sidewalk, we have the legal right of way to be walking.
Yeah. Well, I want to maybe follow you guys so that there's no problems and you don't get hit by a car.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so you're going to continue to march?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
We've got a long day, and so we just want to keep going.
When you come up to Route 68, that's a busy road, so I want me to stop traffic so you can get across safely.
If that makes you happy, we have experienced bikers who've been doing this. We've been doing this for 2 weeks, and we've been doing a really good job at keeping people safe. So, so we're happy to do it ourselves.
Okay, well that's my job.
And that was an accident. I didn't want it to actually say riots.
Oh Lord, won't you help my people rise up? Oh Lord, won't you help my people rise up? We've been dragged along the floor for way too long.
So it's kind of nice for, dampening everybody up and kind of putting a little bit of character into the march. Because what's a march in the sun for a month, you need to have something happen like this, Pretty hard rain for what we've been seeing. Like we've had some mist, but not much trash bag outfit weather actually.
Well, we're in New Haven today. It's pouring down rain and pouring down some revolution too. For us, it's a special little place because it's the home of Skull and Bones, which is the home of both Kerry and Bush.
This nondescript building here is the infamous Skull and Bone building. And you can see it remains shrouded in secrecy.
There really is an old boys network. This country is exclusively run by white males, and white male power is alive and well.
Won't you help my people rise up? We've been
Proclamation, the Buffalo Soldier reunites the nation. Power of the pen, way back when. Frederick Douglass education, the truth is your friend. Money over people, that ain't right. Who's the real cowboy? Who made the Indian take flight? We see many riots and we'll see many more, like Madam C.J. Walker at the hair care store. America, wake up.
Viva, viva Palestina, Venezuela, Argentina. Viva, viva Palestina, Venezuela, Argentina.
Well, it's an illegal march right off the beginning.
The safest form of sex presently is to fuck the police.
I want a black woman to be a president. Or either, even a white one or a Haitian, whatever. As long as it's a woman, yo. Because men always in the chair. Never got a woman yet.
That's right.
How about me in the chair? Yeah, I love to be president. If I was president, yo, y'all know things would be totally different around this.
But I believe in a monarchy. I want us to have a king.
We already got one. George.
No, he's not a king. He's an asshole.
Nice weather out here. stuff like that. So it's all right, I guess, for $1.75 a day. It's, you know, some people got it worse. Some people got 20 life. They're not gonna even see, you know, daylight again.
Starbucks farming techniques are unsustainable and damaging to the environment. The crops wipe out biodiversity in countries that they buy their coffee from, Guatemala, Indonesia, etc. Do not enforce any strong governmental regulations. Starbucks actively discourages unions and workers' rights. Starbucks' strategy is to subsidize new stores in order to undercut and close down local competition. Stores will be run at a loss purely in order to wipe out others. This destroys any local character and everything they have and bulldozes the way for even more bland multinationals. Despite the pledges, Starbucks is still loading up its coffee drinks with RPGH tainted milk and buying coffee and chocolate produced under exploited labor conditions, and in the case of cocoa plantations in Africa, workers who are actually slaves.
I don't like Bush either. I was reading the pamphlet that you gave my boss. Yeah, I'm against Bush also, especially about the guys still in Iraq for no reason, you know. I mean, they need to come home.
Strolling, head for the Big Apple.
Do you want to hear about all the times the cops have screwed with us?
Sure.
Or just, well, that would take a very long time because I think now, let me count it up. How many federal raids have I been through? The principles of Seeds of Peace are to provide logistical support for nonviolent direct action.
All right, here we go. Global need, not corporate greed. Global need, not corporate greed. Global need, not corporate greed. Food is central to our everyday lives, yet we have virtually no control over its production and distribution. The way we eat and even the way we think about food is being manipulated by powerful institutions such as McDonald's and their sophisticated marketing campaigns.
All right, well, I'm the owner-operator here, so this is certainly my American dream. No question about it.
How many do you own, just this one? Or do you
I
own
have a couple. Chris?
Do you feel like you're able to be involved in all your employees' lives?
We have a big company picnic coming up next week.
I love Grumble. Grumble is like he knows his stuff. He knows exactly what needs to go in the food. He knows what people need depending on the weather and the situations. He works so damn hard. He's up before the rest of us. He's got coffee ready for us when we wake up. And he's not afraid of working by himself.
Latest work in the last 5 years has really focused on supporting the growing, what I would call fair trade movement to end the policies of corporate domination and bring direct democracy.
On July 25th, the DNC2RNC march entered the Bronx. It was the first unpermitted protest march at the Republican National Convention. The marchers intended to bring the voices of communities in resistance from around the world to Times Square.
All right, just, you guys plan to do a march or something tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
All right, where are you going?
Tomorrow morning we're going to get up, we're going to do some community gardening in this neighborhood.
Okay.
Then through the park and meet up at the southwest corner of Central Park and have dinner.
Come the circle. Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
They give you a route that you're going to go?
Through the park, yeah. We're going to step off from there around 6:45. We want to take Broadway to Union Square.
On the morning of the 26th, the marchers volunteered at the Brook Park Tree Farm, a project of the Bronx Green Up Community Garden. Deployments such as these along the march route put words and ideas into actions. Actions to destroy empire.